Questions from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Yeah, Walker. I know we've asked you about going 6 innings every time out. When you're able to do that and still hold them off the board, do you even care about the swing and miss?
I mean, I felt like I got some swing and miss in there today. Obviously, that first inning was a little bit of a hiccup, and kind of grind your way back through that to try and go somewhat deep in the game. But no, I felt like I threw the ball right today.
Thank you.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
What changed after the first inning, Walker? Did you have to make an adjustment?
Yeah, a little quick, a little long. When you land too far down the mound, sometimes you get the high arm side push miss. So try and slow down a little bit and land a little bit shorter and get the ball down in the zone. But it is what it is. We aren't robots, and sometimes we go out there and things are a little bit off. But try and correct it and keep rolling and get through.
This is 29 straight starts. You haven't taken a loss. I know we're in an era when pitchers' win-loss records are not seen as good evaluators, but do you take pride in that number, and what do you think of it?
I mean, to me, that's a team number. Obviously, that doesn't happen unless the offense has saved me a bunch of times, which they have. So, there's a little bit of pride of it, or a little bit of pride involved in that, and trying to go and compete and get deep enough that you kind of avoid that kind of stuff. But really, I think that's a credit to the team and the offense that we have.
Do you remember the last loss?
Yeah, it was September against the Rockies in 19.
You're correct. Thanks.
Next question's from Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey, Walker, I know we've asked you about the swing and miss in the past, but just knowing that you can still get soft contact the way that you do, I mean, what important is that for you, and what do you think it is about your stuff that lets you miss the barrel that often?
I mean, that's the whole goal of this thing, right? Is to not let them barrel the ball, and I think our catchers do an unbelievable job of putting us in positions to either get swing and miss or soft contact. And when you have an inning like that in the first and you're trying to conserve pitches, obviously you got to be a little bit more aggressive and try and throw to the small part of the bat. And Barnes did a good job of getting me in those spots today. So hats off to him.
Thanks, Walker.
Next question's from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Walker, just wondering, when a team is swinging at first and second pitches quite often, it seemed like the Rangers were doing that. Do you change your game plan at all to try to play into that, or is it just kind of dependent on each game?
No, I mean, I think you're always trying to kind of throw a good pitch early and get ahead, but not somewhere they can ambush you. So I think that's always kind of in the back of your head, whether they're swinging early or not. You're trying to throw good quality strikes early in the count and set up some things. So if you're doing that well, if they hit it and swing early, then you got them out of there pretty quick. But if not, hopefully you're ahead, and then you're looking to try and do something else. So I think it's a singular game plan that if you execute, you can have some success.
Thanks.
Last question's from Dylan Hernandez. Go ahead.
Hey, Walker, in terms of, giving length, in terms of giving the team the chance to win every time you pitch, obviously, Kershaw was that guy for a really long time with this organization. Just what have you learned from just kind of being around him about, taking on that responsibility?
Yeah, I mean, as I kind of said, I think the 6-inning thing and that being the new minimum, I think it's all about your perspective and your expectation of yourself. And I think he's taught me a lot about that. So, I expect to go deep into games and to have some success. And obviously, I don't think I would think or believe quite the same if he wasn't here. And that's just kind of a nod to what kind of person and player he's been for a long time here.
With all the injuries that you guys have had, I mean, how much more of a responsibility do you feel, if at all?
I don't think the injuries have anything to do with it. This is my 4th season here, and I think the days of trying to go 5 innings and do well and get a win are gone for me. We've obviously had some real success and gone and won a World Series, and I want to continue that. And I think from my perspective and my end of things, whatever I can contribute to our team is trying to go deep into games and give us a chance to win. So that's my goal, and that's kind of all there really is to it.